my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes, yes, yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes, yes, yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall, and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee, and you will absolutely what? Absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? So very, 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 very sad news, my darlings. Klaudia Glam passed away. Klaudia Glam was an influencer who went clubbing about a week ago, and unfortunately she was run down by Gabrielle Carrington, who is in custody. This happened here in the United Kingdom. I am not going to show any of the videos, not even a snippet of it anymore, out of respect for Klaudia's family. And I feel really bad and sad for Gabrielle, even though she did this heinous, stupid, reckless act. I don't want to see anybody go to jail for life. I don't want to see anybody go to prison, and all of a sudden now you have cell mates, or is it prison mates? At the prime of your life, 29, you are going to go to jail, prison. Your fertility years gone. Marriage gone. Of substance. You've ruined your life, and the lives of your family are going to be affected because of what you have done. I was hoping that Klaudia would make it. We had been told that no, she hasn't passed away, that she was very much alive, and the mother was out here praying for her daughter. Well, the mother has now yet released another statement that confirms the passing of her beautiful daughter. My precious daughter has gained her wings and is now at peace among the angels. She brought so much love, joy, and light into our lives that the light will never fade. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for the kindness, love, and support you've shown. Your messages, prayers, and donations truly mean the world to me, and I know they would mean everything to her as well. As we navigate this unimaginable loss, I am committed to giving my beautiful angel the farewell she deserves, a service filled with love, dignity, and the grace that reflects who she was, the funds raised will go toward her. So I'm under the impression that she's looking for a GoFundMe. The funds will go towards her funeral arrangements, ensuring she is laid to rest in the most beautiful, meaningful, and special way possible. In addition, I'm determined to seek justice for my daughter. Part of the donations will help cover legal fees as I pursue the best possible representation to fight for her and her memory. Please continue to keep our family in your thoughts and prayers during this incredibly difficult time. Thank you again for standing beside us, for lifting us up, and for helping honor my daughter's life. Her love lives in all of us. Oh, wow. Yeah. The mother makes a heartbreaking tribute to her late daughter. Her love lives on. Like I said, there were whispers that Klaudia and Gabriel were quarreling over a guy.
Listen, I'm not here to judge nobody, okay? I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just telling you what I would never do. I would never throw away my entire life and be convicted of murder for a man who looks like this. I would never do that. I would never risk having to shower in dirty, poop-infested dorm showers for the rest of my life over a man who uses chalk on his hairline. I would never do that. I would never be forced to eat prison food for the rest of my days because I was angry over a man I could likely sit on and break in half. I would never do that. I personally would never risk my freedom over a man who uses hair dye in his beard. I wouldn't do that. You know what else I would never do? I would never get so angry at another BBL bandit, all because she was sleeping with this man, that I would jump in my car and mow her down along with 2 other people. I would never do that. You know what else I would never do? I would never risk buying eyeshadow from commissary just to trade with my bully cellmate, all for a man with an underbite. I would never do that. I'm not here to judge. I'm just telling you what I would never do. I would never do that.
Committing murder because on top, man, you deserve the chair, my G. As a true crime girlie, there's a lot of, I've seen literally almost everything. People committing murder for insurance, people committing murder for cheating partners, a whole shebang. I've seen it all. But very rarely do I believe any crime is worth the chair. But something happened of recent, and I genuinely believe that committing murder because on top, man, you deserve the chair, my G. You deserve the chair. But it's not even committing murder on top, man. It's committing murder on top, man. That's not your man. That one, yeah, they ever off me. I would never understand it. You threw your whole life away. You threw the girl's life away for a man that is not your man. Women, if we don't start talking to ourselves, okay now, not only did you not off the poor girl, you off the innocent bystander as well.
Okay, so people have lost their minds all over the world, not just in the US. Okay. This whole situation is nuts. For real. First of all, that video needs to be taken down immediately. I can only imagine how a family feels knowing that their loved one's death is just all over social media. People just keep posting it, right? And then I watched the video. I see the girls fighting. Everybody's punching on Raelle. Raelle's losing badly, right? She probably got fed up, said, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to fuck some shit up. Not thinking straight because you're drunk. What a stupid choice to make. But also, she's not thinking straight, right? So now you making a bad decision. You definitely threw away your life. Killed somebody. Hurt 2 other people. One of the other people, apparently life-changing, injuries to his body. And he was just a bystander. You see how life could change so quickly in a blink of an eye? Nobody thought she was going to get in her car and run them over. Yo, this is crazy. And I don't even know what they were fighting over. It was rumors that it was over a man, but then people who know her say it's not over a man. Jealousy, maybe. Who knows? This shit is crazy. I was thinking about this all night. Like, yo, people are wild.
You know, it's so difficult for them to differentiate who's like actually mentally ill and who just takes the piss, because mental health is one of them things where you could look absolutely fine and be fighting for your life in your head. Like, you could literally be fighting for your life, and you could have so much other things going on and you could look fine, like, i.e. me. The amount of things I have going on at the moment, not to delve too much into personal stuff, because I do post everything on here, but I don't post a lot of things, believe me. Like, I just think that's crazy. So just be nice to people when you see them on the roadside or passing by or in work or in the gym or just wherever you're going. Just be thoughtful for what people are actually going through in their heads, because it's not easy to be inside your brain sometimes. Sometimes you are your worst critic, and like, you're just worst enemy sometimes. I said about sometimes about 92 million times. Sometimes just shut the fuck up, Gabby.
And they had this artist who had like this kind of chalk aligning his, you know, edges, so to speak. And then there were friends of both sides who came out to say that Gabrielle and Klaudia were not quarreling over a man.
So when I talk about the situation, I'm not talking about hearsay. I'm not talking about through the grapevine. Klaudia is my friend at the end of the day. When I'm saying about certain things, I'm being vague only because I don't need to go into so much detail. I only need to say the surface of what has happened. I don't need to go into her whole lifestyle. I don't need to go into certain things. I have respect for her, her friends and her family. You know what I mean? So when I'm saying this is not about man, it's not about man. I'm explaining the fact that this all stemmed from a very long time ago. This is not something that happened a week ago or recently. This all stemmed from Claudia unfollowing Riel, and Claudia not liking Riel, and Riel messaging her, coming on her whole, oh, why did you unfollow? This is all stuff that, the fact it even got to this, Riel has always had issues with people in London. She has issues with a lot of people, and they're all separate people for different reasons, because she always feels like she has to come in an environment and step to people for
that it was over an unfollow, which was even more preposterous. I would have preferred if it was even a man. An unfollow does not even make sense. But hey, in this day and age, with this generation, oh yes, an unfollow is like a slap in the face, I guess. And apparently catapulted. And so they went to a club, and I have to add this because I saw the messages in the comment section. They're like, Fumi, no, wait. They really beat up, two big women really beat up on Gabrielle before she jumped into her car and used it as a weapon. I humbly believe she did not mean to kill this girl. As angry and as stupid and as reckless as it was, I felt the car propelled forward. But I heard Claudia's bones break. Not one bone, bones. I heard them break. She rolled over. She knocked her down. And I think in like a shock horror, she reversed and rolled over Klaudia again. Everybody was taking pictures, filming. Oh yes, it's going off, it's going off. There were guys there who could have just pulled them apart. But this was meant to be funny. This was meant to be, oh, look at the girls, they're fighting. You have blood on your hands. And your conscience will creep into you late at night when nobody is there. And you could have done something. That's going to be on your conscience. Also in the comment section, some were saying, what would I have done for me? What do you expect? She had every right to jump into her car. I'm older now. Don't get it twisted. There were 1 or 2 times when I defended myself. In this stage of 57 years, Absolutely not. Slap me as you will, I will walk away and go and get police. That's all I can do. But for me to come and start getting into a fracas, can you imagine from a distance, Fumidesaluvold is fighting back and forth. Her shoes off, her dress disheveled. That's Adrian's mother. No. As soon as voices start getting raised, I'm out. I don't really go out on my own per se. That's another thing. Have my little security. Yes. On top of which, I like lunches and breakfast meetings. If I'm going out to an event in the evening, I'm never alone. And if you do anything crazy, I always let it slide. This is not the place nor the time. I always check myself. I'm Beyonce in that elevator when Solange was beating Jay-Z. I am on best behavior at all times. Doesn't matter. We'll talk about that when we get home. Outside, not me. Learn that. That's what I'm trying to say. 99.9999999, you stay out of trouble. It wasn't necessary. Two beautiful girls. Their lives ahead of them. They had good following on their social media platforms. They could have turned that into something else. Gabriel was on X Factor, a voice like a mockingbird. And you invested your time in this. And look at the outcome. Let this be a lesson for those that cheer and goad on and say, no, we have to get the last laugh, we have to make a point. What's the point you're making? The point is that you found yourself behind bars. She's been detained all this time, giving off heart signs in the courtroom. What do you think this is? You've killed somebody, Gabriel. You have killed another human being that will follow you your whole life. And the way this mother is giving me gung-ho vibes, she's going to make sure, as she's lost her daughter, she will make sure she's going to waste yours. You gotta get ready. You gotta get ready. Because this right here is going to be something. Here in the United Kingdom, I don't know what is happening. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. When I was your age, we were busy doing other things, and we didn't even have social media. We were too busy doing other things. But look at how you've chosen to take the opportunities and gifts that you've been given. What a shame. What a shame. Klaudia, may your beautiful soul rest in peace. I did not want this outcome. I really thought you would make it. I really did. Gabriel, I'm sorry too. I don't know you, but I did not want this for you. And you are not going to be able to escape under the guise of mental health. That mental health is used too loosely. And it's an insult to those who really do have mental health. You knew what you were doing. To an extent. And it got out of control and you killed this girl. It does not matter. You jumped into that car. What's wrong with you? Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you what? I'll see you tomorrow. All of my love.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking